Hi, good day. Today we will learn how to draw on Photoshop. Our first step is we need to get our reference photo. We can do that by going to File over here. We click and press Place Embedded. You look for the photo that you want to use. For example, this one. Click it and then you click Place. I'm going to resize it to make it look bigger. Before I do that, I will press the Alt key and then drag it. The purpose of pressing the Alt key before resizing it is in order for it to get bigger from the middle. Press the check sign over here. Now, there are three ways on how we can draw in Photoshop. And the first one is using the brush tool. First, we make another layer and then we rename that layer as the brush tool. The shortcut key for the brush tool is the key B, letter B as in boy. In the brush tool, we have a huge library of different brushes. And for the sake of this tutorial, we will choose hard round. Okay, so I'm using right now a pen tablet. When you make mistakes, you can always press Ctrl Z to bring it back to its previous state. One good feature here in Adobe Photoshop is that with the layer system, you can always trace the image that you're showing. Is that bad? Actually, no. A lot of professional artists, they're limited by their deadlines and really short work windows. So tracing things is not really that wrong. Unless, of course, you join the contest where you're not supposed to trace. That's a different issue. But if you're doing this as a hobby, I don't see really an issue if you trace your work. Okay, next we press this I sign to hide the brush that we just made, and then we make another layer. We name this as the lasso tool. Now the lasso tool, actually this is used to make full shapes, but we can also use this as well as to draw things. And the shortcut key for the lasso tool is letter L. The thing with the lasso tool is we can always go back to it. It forms a shape. It circles around itself. It forms a shape. Usually, digital artists most of the time use the lasso tool in order to build up the base of their drawing. lasso tool is also used by photo editors when they need to put two photos together. Now, as you can see, there's some excess area that I got while putting the lasso tool. So how do we remove that? Now, a good kit technique is to press Alt. As you can see, the symbol of the lasso tool, there's a cross. When you press Alt, it becomes into a minus sign. And then we can scrape off the parts that we don't need. Just remember to keep on pressing the Alt, because if we don't, it will actually add more into our lasso. So you always need to be mindful of that. Okay. Now, usually digital artists, they they use the lasso tool to make a base for their work. For example, they right click and then they click fill, and then it will be filled for whatever is set on their foreground color. For example, like this one. So you don't need to keep on filling up the whole shape with color. You just need to fill. So, but what we need to do right now is we need to make it look like a line art. So what we will do is click stroke. Here, you can put how thick you want it to be, what color you want it to be, and then you press OK. And there. As you can notice, there's something moving around it, and you might ask, how can I remove that? I don't want that in my line art. You press Ctrl D and it will disappear. You press again the eye tool, and then I make another layer. This time I name it pen tool. The pen tool, the shortcut for the pen tool is P. I personally use the pen tool in my digital art mainly because um, it's so easy to use. It's very practical to use, and I will show you why later. So, an introduction first for the pen tool is we make a dot, and then we make another dot, and then we form a line. That's how we make a shape with the pen tool. When you press Ctrl Z, it takes by each point that you made. For example, I want to make a curve. I make a point, and then I make another point by clicking and dragging. So the farther that you drag, the sharper the curve. You can also change the angle of the curve. Now this is called as the handle. This indicates how intensified the curve is. And on the other side, on the opposite end, it gives you an idea on what the curve will look like and on what direction it will be. Now let's start using it in our work. I'll make a dot. Sometimes it's good to zoom in if you really want to get the details right. Be interestingly, last year I attended a workshop in a studio, an animation studio here in the Philippines, and when they taught us how to do digital animation, they use the pen tool. Well, I think although they never really explained it to me why they use the pen tool, but I think it's Mostly because when you do the pen tool, the lines are more refined, more exact as compared as when you use the brush or the lasso tool. Later, when we have a comparison, I will show you how the three differs from each other. It could differ from person to person, but it will give you a good idea on which of the three you think you're more comfortable on using. Okay. I forgot to mention that I press the Alt and then I press over here. I'll repeat it again. Every time that I make a curve, I always press Alt and press on the latest point because I want to have more freedom with the direction of the curve. Because if you don't, it won't go what you want. Or at least for me, I'm not comfortable for having the handle unless unless for this instance I want it to go towards this direction. Okay. Similar to the lasso tool, we press P as in for the we go back to the symbol of the pen tool and we right click and then we stroke path. Now, in order for us to remove these points, we press Control and then we click and it's gone. And then as you notice, there's still this blue color. So we press delete, it goes away. Okay, for our comparison, I already made um, comparisons from earlier. So as you can see, this one is the lasso tool, this one is the brush tool, and this one is the pen tool. Let's zoom in and let's compare. When I use the lasso tool for making a line art or making a shape, I noticed that there's lots of squiggles on it, and no matter what I do, there's always something like that. And then next, now compared to the brush tool, it's a little bit more refined compared with the lasso tool. And the most refined one is, as you can see, there's some curves here, but here almost none. All you have to do with the pen tool is you need to make sure that the curves and the straight lines match the image that you're tracing. Okay, with that, thank you. I hope you learned a lot, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and please share it with your friends. Thank you.